Today, we're going to talk about how to stand out as a plumber, and we're going to talk about it right now. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. I've been plumbing over 38 years, and I have every master endorsement in the state of Texas. On this channel, I'm teaching you everything you need to know about plumbing. If you haven't been here before, please subscribe so you don't miss anything. So how to stand out as a plumber. I know that's crazy, but I mean, think about what we're trying to do. We're in a world where there are so many plumbing companies, and the best way to be found is to stand out. You know, if you're doing something that I don't mention today, please leave a comment down below and let us know what it is you're doing. And don't get me wrong, I don't want you to give away all your secrets, but I'm going to tell you some things that I'm doing that's helped me stand out. And you may say, well, Roger, you're not really standing out. And I may not be, but you're watching me and other people are watching me. So there's something different that we're doing that is helping us get out there. And in a little bit, I'm also going to talk about how I stand out in my area. How do I stand out right here where my customers are at? So those are the kind of things that I want to talk about. But the very first thing that I want to mention is to make quality number one. Okay? In everything you do, and when I teach plumbing, when I teach my plumbers, guys, unfortunately, I'm a perfectionist. I want things done right. I want the best quality available. And that's what I try to give to my customers. And don't get me wrong, I follow up a lot of other plumbing companies, so I know every other plumber and every other plumbing company does not have that same general idea. Matter of fact, some of them, I think, say, hey, let's give them the lowest quality we can and charge them the most we can for it. That way we can make our money and get out of there, and maybe they'll call us back to fix it again. Guys, make quality number one. Always try to do your very best every time you walk in somebody's house, and you're going to do good right there. One of the next things I'll say is be open to change. And be willing to look at something and say, look, whatever it is I'm doing is not working right. And where I come up with this is I literally walked in to a conference to learn about social media to help my plumbing company grow. And what I learned was if I would change the way I'm doing things, I could help me grow, and that would help draw traffic to my plumbing company. Don't get me wrong, I've never wanted to be a social media person. I've never wanted to be a video person. I never wanted to be a movie star. I never wanted to be a politician. I never wanted to do a lot of the things that I'm getting into. But I did learn that if I'm willing to change a little bit, if I'm willing to open up my mind, if I'm willing to learn new things. I actually hired a coach one time. And I went because I had read this guy's book, and I wanted to go to his workshop to learn. And I went and learned, and I was very impressed. And the guy told me, he says, hey, I hate to say it, you're an and I kind of looked at him funny. He says, but look, I'm an too. He said, so my thing is, I think I can communicate well with you. And guys, I'm not the easiest guy to communicate with. I understand that. I'm a high D, I'm in control, but I've learned along the way, sometimes I need to relax, listen to other people, and get different ideas. So being open to change and being willing to change the person that you are, sometimes is the best thing that you can do. I realized when I was walking in, I was not the smartest person in the room. That let me know I was in the right room because I had things to learn. After you learn these things, then you've got to communicate them. And the one thing that I've learned that has really helped me a lot is to be human. Show people me. When I make these videos, this is me. I mean, you get what you see. And the thing about it is when people meet me, you know, I just spoke at one of the largest media conferences or largest video conferences in the world. And everybody that came up to me that had seen me, that knew me from YouTube, that knew me from LinkedIn, everybody came up and said, oh my God, you're just like you are on video. Guys, it's me. I don't change. I don't put on an act to try and do these videos. I just get up here and tell you what I think. And that's the thing is be human. Let people understand, look, I'm just like you. And guys, there's nothing different between us. I just got right here to talk to you, and that's kind of how it started out. The thing that I will tell you is be very, very human. Learn to communicate with people on a human level and talk to them and open up and be you. Let people know, I let people know all the time, look, I'm not perfect. I've made many mistakes along the way. I've made mistakes starting out. I've made mistakes lately. But guys, when I make those mistakes, I try to learn from them and make change to go forward from there. And in going forward from there, you learn to tell your story. Tell your story to everybody. Tell your story to anybody that will listen, because when people find out your story, it makes the world different. When people find out why you do, let's go back to Simon Sinek. When people find out why you do what you do, they can connect with you on a completely different level. And that is so good, because when people connect with you, people bond with you, people get to know you, people buy from people they know, like, and trust. That's why part of my deal starting out is networking, and I teach networking. It's funny because I was teaching a social media class, teaching a group of guys how to do social media a month or two ago. And it all starts out with networking, getting out and networking. And that's one of the things that we taught. And people say, well, I can't get out and just walk up to people and talk to them. People don't want to hear about plumbing. But to be honest, they do. They've all got plumbing systems. They've all got plumbing problems. And when you walk in the room, you are the professional. So tell your story to people. Why did you get into plumbing? Why do you do plumbing? I was at the Texas State Board of Plumbing Examiners meeting the other day, the board meeting, and one of the plumbers got up there and started talking about his why he had a license. And I'll tell you what, he connected with everybody in the room. And you build these relationships, you get to know these people, and man, I'm telling you what, you build not just a client base, but if you're networking, you build a sales team of people that understand why you do what you do, and they want to help you do what you do. And then when they get to know you, they get to like you, and they get to trust you, when you're out working and they're meeting somebody and somebody says, oh my God, I need a plumber, they're like, hey, I know a guy. So while you're working, they're out selling for you. That's what networking is all about. The best way to help grow your company is to build a great culture. Let your plumbers know. We had this conversation yesterday about a guy who says, look, I have to do everything myself because I'm a perfectionist. Guys, I understand that. But the thing is, if we build the great culture in our company where every plumber that I send out wants to do the best thing too, they understand this is what Roger would do, this is how Roger would want it, and it becomes to where this is how they want it. The first plumbers that I learned from taught me, you turn all your letters straight up. You face your letters the same direction. You can read them from the same way. There's a lot of different things about them, but that I was taught. Even no-hub bands, your nuts on the side of the band, your clamps, they're all facing the same direction. They're all turned the same way. When an inspector walks up and looks at something like that, he knows you've taken your time to put it in right, to do it nice, neat, square, plumb, true, whatever words you want to use. And when you build that culture in your company that your guys believe that they believe it as much as you do, you don't have anything to worry about. Build a great culture at your plumbing company, and you'll be surprised how good it goes. When we started doing social media, we needed to find out who is our customer, who's our number one customer. And you're probably going to have multiple personas, because we've got a single female homeowner with children that owns her own house. She's a professional. She makes good money. But she calls us because she wants what's best for her kids. And that's just kind of a quick run through of one of them. We've got multiple personas. But you need to know, where is this persona at in real life? Where is she at on social media? And like I said, you're going to have different personas, different avatars, whatever it is you want to call them. You're going to have a customer that you want to reach and build and grow to, and this is how you're going to do it, because you need to do research. And gets me into one of my next thing is know your analytics. Know your customer, your competitive analytics. Where are your customers at? Where is your competition at? What are they doing? And as long as you know things like this and you check the analytics on a regular basis, you can see what you're doing, you can see where you're going. That's how you want to grow. And those are the things that you need to know in order to do it. And then have a USP, a unique selling perspective. What is it that you do that's different? Set yourself apart from everybody else. Because if you can set yourself apart and you can do things different and you can do things better, they used to say different is better than better. Not necessarily. Different may suck. Okay? You've just got to be better than everybody else. And it's funny because I met with one of the largest plumbing companies in town, went in and sat down with the owner, and he's in a group I'm in, so we were able to talk. And he looked at me and he said, Roger, you will always be a better plumbing company than me. You're a better plumber. You understand what you're doing. You can talk to your guys, great things about it. That was a great feeling. But I try to set myself apart. I have USPs that he doesn't have, and that's things that we try to work on, we try to use, and we try to sell to make ourselves better. If you've got USPs that other people in your area aren't using, please leave a comment down below and let us know what they are. The two last things that I'm going to tell you are really important to me. And these are things that maybe most plumbing companies don't do, but we try to do. Number one is disrupt the normal. Okay, don't be like everybody else. Be different. Do something different. People ask me all the time about my logos. I've got a logo for my plumbing company that is a foot, it's a leaf, it's a water drop. But you know what? It's something that I came up with that meant a lot to me. And what it does is it separates me apart because nobody else around has a logo like that. It's all about, I'm a lead AP, so it's all about sustainability. It's all about water conservation. It's about making the world a better place. So that is a big deal to me. Be different. Don't be the norm. Do things different than other plumbing companies. When we go out and run a sewer machine, we run a camera behind it. Number one, we want to see what the problem was, if it's there. Number two, if there is a problem there, we want to make the homeowner aware of it. That way, maybe we can fix it for them, or at least they know they've got a problem and it's something they can prepare for later. The last thing is, and I heard this whenever I was giving a class for realtors, I go out and teach real estate agents about plumbing. That's another USP that's a little bit different. Go out and teach stuff, give it away for free. But anyway, I was in a class and there was another speaker there and he was a financial advisor. And what he told these real estate agents blew my mind, but it made so much sense. He said, fall in love with every customer you have. Because if you fall in love with them, you will do the right thing for them each and every time. And to me, that's what it's all about. I do love my customers and I will do anything in the world for them that I can. And I do it the best that I can every time that I walk in. Guys, I hope you enjoy these videos. Check out some of the other ones. We have made some great videos to teach you how to grow your plumbing company. Please check them out. Leave a comment down below, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on anything. And we'll see you on the next video if you don't get flushed.